They do a ton of meetups around the country to get together with local. Oh yeah, that's it.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Hot in Here, the completely original office hot chicken ball show where everybody's clothes stay on. I'm joined today by a very special guest. This is Greg Collette of HR Collaborative, Director of Technology and Marketing at HR Collaborative. How do you think you do with hot food?
Well, I think I do pretty well. I say that now. We'll see.
You say that now?
Yep.
We'll find out quick.
Yep.
So, before we even begin, let's give a quick overview at what HR Collaborative does, just so everybody who's watching is aware of the company that you work for and represent. So, correct me if I have any gaps here, but HR Collaborative, in a nutshell, helps other companies who may have gaps in their HR needs fill those without having to hire a full-time HR person.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty spot on. Yeah. Yeah, we provide fractional HR, kind of like a fractional chief marketing officer or a fractional CFO. But when companies have a gap in their HR or they don't have an HR function at all, we provide that back-end support for them and get them up and running.
So first we have Matt's special sauce.
It's not too bad. It's a good start. It's got a little heat to it.
Now, you're no stranger to hot food competitions.
It's true. Yep.
Why don't you give me the rundown of your very first encounter with having to do a whole lot of hot food and how that went?
Well, I mean, I've always gravitated towards hot food growing up, but I did compete in a hot food challenge or hot sauce challenge in back in Denver, where I'm from. There was a taco festival, and so we all got up on stage and had a little teaspoon of each. Went down the line, and it was a knockout round. Continued to get hotter and hotter until you dropped out. And I think I was one of 3 who made it through all the hot sauces. And,
A whole teaspoon?
Yep. Well, it was
just sauce?
Yeah, just sauce. Yep. Each time, and so you had to get a little technique of trying not getting it inside of your mouth much, just like straight down the throat.
Just like taking a shot. You just
pretty much just take a shot, get it down.
Yep.
But now think about it. Once you start thinking about it and moving your tongue around, then you're in trouble. But yeah, I won a pretty nice T-shirt out of that.
Was there anybody who just broke down?
Oh yeah. People were gagging. They were jumping off the stage. Yeah, it was.
They had to go.
They were just done. Yeah. It was pretty entertaining to be a part of it. So we'll see. That was a few years ago. We'll see how my palate has evolved since then. I'd say Matt's was a little hotter. I would say.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
it felt a little bit
mild.
hotter than usual than what he usually makes it as.
Extra challenge.
He's just trying to screw us over.
Yep.
Your time at HR Collaborative, how many years have you been there?
Coming up on 4 in October.
4 years.
Yep.
And I have to imagine that when you send some of these HR specialists to these companies who are really lacking that maybe cultural fit or that talent acquisition aspect of their company, that it can really change how a company works and how they can succeed.
Yeah.
What has been your personal favorite success story? You don't have to say the company's name that you've seen in your time at HR Collaborative.
There's one in particular that I have in mind that they just started off as a really small company, and we were brought in pretty early on into their growth, and year over year they've seen growth and changes, and we've been a part of that experience. And then we started off being their HR for them, but we've helped bring in HR professionals and build out their HR function. We actually had staff that had ended up joining the organization as part of their HR infrastructure, and just kind of now we're more of that consultative strategy role, where before we were really in the day-to-day doing the work, and now we've built up that structure for them, or partnered with them to build that structure now that they can take on the foundational work and the initiatives, and we're there as that kind of strategic advisor now.
And that's got to be such a big psychological safety net to know that there's somebody who's a partner right there who is taking care of all of these different things that are so necessary to building a business, and being like, I can trust them to just do that. All right, let's move on to this third lane. Ready?
Yep.
Let's do it.
It's got a little smokiness.
You feel it?
Yeah. Yep.
You sort of describe your role as a puzzler, somebody who takes a problem and kind of puzzles it together to fix it.
Yeah.
And that kind of relates to us, Deksia, as an organization, because we actually have an everyday puzzle chat where we have a few different online word puzzles or something.
Oh, nice.
Where we send each other our scores back and forth. So you, as a self-proclaimed puzzle master, in one way or another, can you rank your top 3 favorite puzzles and why?
Well, I don't know about ranking them together, but I do Wordle every day.
Yeah.
And that's how I wake up. That's get my mind going. Obviously, it's not incredibly challenging puzzle all the time, but it's a good one to just kind of start thinking. And then Sudoku, again, I guess maybe on the flip side, it's got the verbal on the Wordle side, and then Sudoku, kind of thinking through the logic, math, number side of things, and then spelling bee, which is their other one in there. All of them kind of get me verbally going in the morning. And the spelling bee one can be a good one at night if I'm not able to fall asleep, because just doing that for a little bit. Yep. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it dripping down the back. Yep.
I sometimes go through spurts of Sudoku where I play so much. I'll play 4 or 5 games in a day, and then I will literally start dreaming of lines of numbers and squares. And I'm like, I just see the numbers everywhere.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, did you play Tetris growing up?
A little bit, but not a lot.
Right. Yeah, Tetris brain, Tetris dreams. I used to get those all the time as a kid.
The Tetris dreams.
Just yeah.
All right, you ready to move on?
Yeah, let's do it.
The Reaper del Muerte.
All right.
So one original idea that we always have on this show is we have our guests dig into their phones and pull out a picture from one of their special times that they have a great memory of, show it, and explain it to the audience and to me. So do you have a special picture on your phone that you have for us?
Yeah. I'll it was actually pretty recent. It was went to Detroit.
Oh, you are happy with some bread.
Yeah, went into Detroit and had a couple errands to run in there. I ended up spending way longer in the city than we were planning, but we ended up going to Eminem's Mom's Spaghetti restaurant. I don't know if
I did not know that was a restaurant.
So he's got a little pop-up. It's right across from Comerica Park, and it's this tiny little. There's just a little walk-up window. You put in your order. That's probably some of the best spaghetti I've had. It's actually legitimately good, large portions, and then they've got a little seating area, and there's actually a soccer game going on, an international soccer game that they're playing at Comerica, that we just kind of stumbled upon. Ended up going to that, which we weren't planning on doing. It was just kind of an impromptu spending time in Detroit, and it was good. So it was just one of those days where ended up just kind of stumbled across different things that were going on in the city, and it was way more fun than we were expecting.
And do all the servers have sweaters that are stained on the front?
I didn't see anybody that had it like built in, but they have a little at the top, so it's kind of like 2 floors. On the top they have I think they call it the trailer, but it looks like a mobile home. And you go into it, and then it's got merchandise, all M&M merchandise, and you can get shirts that say like "palms are sweaty," mom, like
all the
best,
lyrics.
yeah, like pretty much, yeah, all the quintessential jokes about mom spaghetti. So yeah, no, it was great to just see a celebrity lean into which I'm sure when he wrote this song, like "Mom Spaghetti" was just a throwaway line, but that became a meme, and just for him to lean into.
Have you heard the remix?
The Mom Spaghetti remix?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that's a big part of why we wanted to go. All right, we play that. Yeah, I just joke about that all the time. Right. That one's got. Is this the unassuming bottle?
It's a very unassuming bottle that is totally assuming.
Yep, that one's got some nice kick to it. Yep.
Now, you were a part of actually a very prestigious society when you were at school.
Yeah.
One that 17 U.S. presidents actually have been a part of, called Phi Beta Kappa.
That's true. Yeah.
Now, this was a professional society, right? So you really don't associate it with Greek life.
Yeah.
But as a college society, I'm sure there were fun events that you guys would host together. How do you think that Phi Beta Kappa organizations and events throw down in comparison to traditional Greek life events?
Well, I have never been to a Phi Beta Kappa event, so it may be that, yeah. Or at least the way that we were inducted into the society was at graduation. So it wasn't a part of our college experience, but they do a ton of meetups around the country to get together with local. To get together with local Phi Beta Kappa members, and from a professional networking standpoint, it's been a great experience. Having gone to Greek parties on campus, I would say it's nowhere near the same.
It's not the same.
It's very professional, and
You have not. I mean, I'm thoroughly impressed. You haven't taken a sip.
Yeah, like I said,
of liquid.
It's just the sweat.
I mean, you're losing a lot of liquid. You're not putting anything
right,
back.
Exactly, right?
So,
yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Wow, yeah, that was covered. This was the dingo? The cyclo sauce?
Greg, you're here at the end of the line of the hot sauce. It is truly hot in here right now, and your clothes are all still on. My last question for you is, how do you feel about all the recent headlines of the U.S. government having custody of aliens?
That's quite the final question there. I guess I lean on the side of extraordinary claims need extraordinary proof or evidence. So I'll say I am waiting for the extraordinary evidence to decide whether or not we've been visited before. Now, we'll say from a statistical standpoint, I'm sure that there is life out there in the universe. Whether intelligent life has decided to come to Earth seems unlikely.
Do you wish that there is?
Oh man, watched. I mean, I'm enough of a sci-fi fan. Yeah, I would love it. But as long as they're, as long as they want to help elevate us to whatever grand alien world civilizations that out there. Hopefully, they're more on the Star Trek Federation side of things. But if they're not, if they're more on the Twilight Zone, ready to serve man kind of aliens, I prefer we don't get found by them.
Greg, you did it.
Yeah.
You've conquered the chicken balls. Now you got that camera, that camera, that camera. Promote something that you have nothing to do with.
Oh, oof. Oh man, that's a tough question. Okay. Well, the milk made me think of it. I will recently rediscovered my love for Life cereal. So I would highly recommend that. If you're looking for a great savory or sweet treat, can't really beat Cinnamon Life cereal. Oh no.